Historically, Mazda has always been associated with the finest sedans. Its sedans are often the pinnacle of design and a benchmark for other models to strive to attain. Each Mazda sedan boasts a distinctive design and demonstrates elements of sophistication, class and authenticity. Whether it is the iconic Mazda 3 or the newly redesigned Mazda 6, it is unlikely to find a reason to complain about its design or performance. The 2024 lineup is already out, and so it's a large part of the 2025 roster, and our eyes are now fixed on 2026. We expect some current Mazda models to continue in 2026, and those are the options I'll share with you. Even more impressive is that Mazda has lined up an all-electric sedan for 2026. Without further ado, let's jump straight into our top list. Number 3. 2026 Mazda 3 Sedan. Mazda 3 is one of the few Mazda models produced in sedan and hatchback versions. The Mazda 3, in particular, was first unveiled in Japan in 2003 and the Mazda Axela. The sedan is now in its fourth generation, first introduced in 2019. There are suggestions that we could see a new fifth generation Mazda 3 sedan in 2026. If that happens, we shall look at arguably the most luxurious Mazda 3 ever. The current model undeniably has a premium sporty look. Its interior looks high-end and it's supplied with the most premium features, which we expect to get even better if this sedan launches as a fifth generation in 2026. Let's talk about the expectations. The exterior. Exteriorly, we expect the 2026 Mazda 3 to have a premium sporty look like the current model. With Mazda's mastery of detail, we can only see that the 2026 Mazda 3 demonstrates Mazda's code soul of motion design philosophy in more detail. Its angles and curves should be more striking than they already are. They should command immediate attention at first glance. The 2026 Mazda 3 will present a dignified pose and aesthetic that will make it stand out wherever you drive it. Of course, it should come in multiple premium exterior color choices to give it a classy, high-end look. The interior. We equally expect an updated interior for the 2026 Mazda 3 sedan. For one, we expect premium touches across all trims, and Mazda to employ more upscale materials, especially on the seats and dash area. Since we are discussing the possibility of a new generation, we can look forward to an updated cabin, perhaps a roomier one with an upscale look. The sedan should feature fresher tech elements, including an updated infotainment system. The current model features a standard 6-speaker audio system with the option of an 8-speaker on higher trims and a 7-inch LCD instrumentation display. We expect Mazda to make the display slightly bigger and the audio system to feature marginally more speakers. We expect some minor improvements on the seats. Of course, this sedan will continue being a 5-passenger car, but it should get slightly classier. The current model only features red leather sports seats on higher trims. However, we expect more trims for the 2026 lineup to adopt the upholstery. While that doesn't rule out cloth upholstery, we expect to see a few of it, and even the ones that will exist should appear elevated. We also expect the driver's seat to be at least 8-way power adjustable and to offer 2-position memory and lumbar support as it has been with the 2024 model. Other expected improvements on the Mazda 3's interior will touch on its storage, where we expect the sedan to feature more intelligent storage compartments and pockets, and the interior color, where we expect it to offer multiple cozier and classier finishes. Powertrain. So far, Mazda has not released any details about the 2026 Mazda 3's powertrain. Since the 2026 edition will likely be a new generation, we can only expect a slight improvement in the current model. The current model features a standard 2.0-liter 4-cylinder 191 horsepower engine with the option of a 2.5-liter 4-cylinder turbocharged 250 horsepower engine. We should see these numbers rise slightly come 2026. Meanwhile, we expect the 2026 Mazda 3 to offer a standard front-wheel drive and a 6-speed automatic transmission. We can't, however, anticipate an optimal all-wheel drive and manual transmission. Driver assistance. Mazda has always been at the forefront of innovation. The Mazda 3 has always featured the most recent driver assistance systems. We don't expect that to change. The current model undeniably has fabulous driver assistance features such as lane departure warning, lane keeping assist, blind spot monitoring, rear cross traffic alert, and driver attention monitor. We expect Mazda to maintain these features or even make them slightly more advanced and include a few newer options. In particular, we expect Mazda's iActive Sense safety technology to improve its ability to avoid collisions and mitigate impacts. Wait a minute, I know you're enjoying this video. What about you give me a thumbs up by liking it, then subscribe and hit that notification bell to stay informed for our latest epic videos. Let's continue. Number 2. 2026 Mazda 6 Sedan. Though we expect Mazda to replace the Mazda 6 in 2025 in China and an electric sedan to take its place, it's unlikely to be replaced in Australia, the US, and other regions. So we will not say goodbye to Mazda 6 anytime soon. Instead, we shall see it get better and more dominant in the future. We expect Mazda to continue this model in most places, not only in 2025 but also in 2026. The question, however, is, what can we expect? Let's talk about that a little. The exterior. We expect the 2026 Mazda 6 Sedan to have a sleeker, modern design that will surely be a head-turner. The exterior should have luxury appeal, with a sophisticated grille and striking curves. Every element of its exterior is meticulously crafted to make a bold statement whenever the sedan steps onto the road. Its eye-catching, sporty exterior will also feature newer integrated fog pumps and LED headlights, and we expect it to have a low profile, broad athletic stance that improves its overall stability, navigability, and control. The interior. We also expect a few improvements to the interior of the 2026 Mazda 6 that will make it cozier, classier, and more desirable. First, we must mention the choice of upholstery material, where we expect Mazda to settle on premium materials. We expect Mazda to offer more soft leather sports seats than we currently have and make the seats more power adjustable, especially the driver's seat. As far as the car tech goes, we expect Mazda to continue its impressive intelligent technology, which includes a 360-degree exterior view monitor, LCD multi-information display, and a standard 8-inch infotainment display. We expect it to feature power winders with a one-touch function and the possibility of Mazda connecting with Android and Apple CarPlay. Moreover, we look forward to a cozy and roomier interior that will improve its overall appeal and feel. Powertrain. I mentioned the possibility of Mazda going electric with the Mazda 6 for the Chinese market. We shall talk about it later. Regarding the rest of the market, we expect the 2026 Mazda 6 to continue as with its current petrol engine. However, thanks to SkyActiv technology, we expect the engine to be slightly more energy efficient and to have a low carbon emission score. Having said that, we expect the 2026 Mazda 6 to be available in 3 powertrain options, just like the 2024 edition. First is a 2.0-litre 4-cylinder 143 brake horsepower entry-level engine. We expect this engine setup to feature on the base-level Mazda 6. The second option is another 2.0-litre with an output of 163 brake horsepower. We expect this engine setup to be in mid-range trims. The third powertrain option is the top-of-the-line 2.5-litre SkyActiv G petrol engine, which produces 194 brake horsepower. We expect Mazda to continue Mazda 6 impressive driver assistance technology in 2026. The 2026 Mazda 6 should feature blind spot monitoring technology with rear cross traffic alert, lane keep assist, adaptive cruise control, dynamic stability control, traction control, and ABS braking system. That's not everything. We expect these technologies to improve in 2026 and their number to increase. For example, we expect Mazda to integrate voice control on some of the driver assistance systems to make it easy for the driver to activate them even while standing outside the car. Other forms of control and access we expect include gesture control and mobile app control. Number 1. 2026 Mazda EZ6. Here comes the surprise I was talking about. Just recently, Mazda unveiled the Mazda EZ6 sedan for the Chinese market at Auto China 2024. According to rumors, the EZ6 electrified sedan will replace the Mazda 6 in this Chinese market. So, it doesn't wholly take Mazda 6 out of business, at least not yet. Mazda must first conquer the Chinese market with it before going global, which may take time. However, since EZ6 has only been launched, we expect it to continue into 2026. Let's discuss what you can expect from the 2026 version. Design. If things go to plan, the 2026 Mazda EZ6 will be the third edition of Mazda's ever-electric sedan. The model employs Mazda's Coda Soul of Motion design language. According to Mazda CEO Ikuo Maeda, Coda design is about creating cars that embody the dynamic beauty of life, cars that visually suggest different expressions of this energy. Mr. Maeda will then go on to claim that what sets Mazda apart is an obsession with the ultimate form of beauty. I'd say that it's also our strength. We're obsessed with the power of human hands and artistic forms that can only be shaped by human hands. Another design principle we expect Mazda to reflect on the 2026 Mazda EZ6 is Jinbaitai, which defines an intuitive connection between the sedan and its driver. The two feel instinctively connected. Nothing is more important for a passionate driver. Other expectations. The design philosophy and principle aside, we expect a few highlights on the 2026 Mazda EZ6 that will make it a must-drive. Exteriorly, we expect the sedan to have sleeker bodywork with a powerful stance. Its grille should be squared off and its headlights thin, as with the Premier 2024 version. The wings should be retractable to give it an aerodynamic and speed advantage. Interiorly, we expect the cabin space to feature slightly more high-end materials and car tech, characterized by a 14.6-inch central touch display and 12.2-inch digital instrument display, just as in the 2024 model. As far as the powertrain is concerned, it will be electric, as I mentioned, but with a driving range that's slightly better than the current standard 370 miles. There you have it. Those are the 3 new 2026 Mazda models to watch out for. Here is another video on Mazda 5 future concept car models that you'll also enjoy watching. See you there.